Hello friends, I'm Rebecca. Welcome. This is Body Illumination and we are getting ready for the holiday season. Woohoo! Because we are preparing for the winter solstice, which is our journey back into light. It's the longest night of the year. And for me, that just signifies something so beautiful and wonderful and reminds us that there's so much magnificence in this world. Really tune in to the beauty and the joy of life. So during our practice today and our flow, you will see some affirmations. You're welcome to repeat them. Give yourself permission to be there for yourself today, not for anyone else. This is your time. This is no one else's time, because if you feel wonderful, it affects everyone around you. So let's get started. You're going to come to a comfortable seated posture and roll the heads of the shoulders back and just tune into your breath. What is it that you want to cultivate as we approach this winter solstice? The longest night of the year. Sip the breath in, inhale, and then exhale. Again, what is your intention? What do you want to cultivate this season? The season of joy, the season of peace. Do you want to cultivate love, happiness, abundance? What is it that really, really turns you on? Bring your hands to your heart center and tune in with me to the sound of Om. Okay, so we are going to do some yin postures, a lot of yin postures, and we are also going to do a little bit of a flow today. So this is a really nice practice to decompress, to find your alignment, mind, body, and spirit. So we're going to come on forward. You're going to come onto your hands and knees, and this is going to be a little different, okay? So I want you to start here and stretch all the way back into a child's pose. And then shift your weight forward, and then start to navigate your hips down. And again, shift your hips back. And then come on forward and shift your hips down. Lift your heart up, soften your face. And again, shift back. Let out a nice sigh. Just try to find some stillness here. And then come on forward onto your hands and knees. Let's take that left arm up into the sky. Reach it up into the sky. Now keep it up and then lower it back down underneath you. We're not going to stay here. Wait. Okay. Come back up. I know that felt good. It felt really good for me. This time, take it up and just circle it up and around. So this sort of feels awkward sometimes, to get that extension for some of us because we don't have that mobility. So what I want you to do is start with a bent arm and then really start to open the arm up as it feels appropriate. And you might keep your arm bent the whole time, okay? Now hold up, reach up, and then we're gonna lengthen and come all the way through. You're gonna add some pressure here, so take your right arm forward, add a little bit of pressure right into that shoulder. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some variations here. You're welcome to stay with this. Or if you'd like to, you can take the opposite leg out to the side. Now come back up, press that left arm up into the sky, press, push into it, take it down and take the knee down. Now we're going to do the other side. So we're going to take the right arm up stretch it up, and then take it all the way through. That's where we're going to end up, is over here with it. But first, just take a moment. And then take it back up. And now you know where we're going to go. We're going to go with those circles again. So bend the arm and circle it up and around. Oh, that feels so nice. It might feel a little awkward, right? Because we're typically a little tight through the chest. Just keep opening up through the pectorals. Maybe start to extend the arm. Now keep that arm up. See where you can go with it. Explore. Push into the left hand as you reach the right arm up into the sky. And then take the arm all the way through. Again, I'm going to show you a couple of variations, so you're welcome to stay with this right here. Or, if you prefer, you can take the right leg out to the side. And then slowly come on up, push into the left hand, right arm reaches up. Take it down, take both knees down onto your mat. Come and climb onto your knees. We're going to start with just a camel variation. So drop your tailbone down and lift your heart up. Take one hand behind your head and then the other. Take your thumbs right into the base of your skull. And imagine you're pulling your head right off of the neck, right, in the spinal cord. So pull up and then start to reach up and back. And cradle your head here. Keep lifting the heart, send the hips forward, drop your tailbone down. Then, if you want to, maybe take the arms back or take them onto your hips. And slowly lower down. Okay, now we're going to come into our first yin pose. So I want you to come into a high plank and then press back downward facing. Step the right leg through between your hands. Take both hands to the inside of that front foot. And just pause here for a moment. Just take your time. And you can stay with this, or you can start to twist towards the leg. And gentle pressure to the inner thigh. Untuck the toes and just soften here, okay? So we're going to stay here for about 3 minutes. So try to get comfy. If you prefer, you can come on down to the forearm, or you can even stretch your arm all the way out, okay? All the way down. I'm going to come a little higher up. Stay here. Get a little better. Now come back to center. Let's slowly move out of that. You're going to take your right foot and take it across your mat. Now pause here, and you're going to lift up off the back leg, bring the knee in, coming into a seated spinal twist, but wait, you're going to kick out the bottom leg, and then stack your right knee on top of your left knee. Okay, so pause here, coming into another delicious yin pose. So while you're here, you're welcome to keep your hands by your hips. You can have a seat on a block and get that anterior tilt, and then start to fold into this. Okay, now inhale, come all the way back up to sit. Hold on to the backs of your legs. Kick your legs into the sky and then bend them. And do that again. Kick them into the sky and bend them. Roll the shoulders back, open the heart, lengthen through the lower back. Kick your legs up, reach your arms long. Now breathe here. Inhale, exhale, 5. Turn on those core muscles. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale for 3. Inhale, exhale, 2. Now one more breath, or whenever you're ready, you're going to crisscross the legs, come into your high plank, slowly lower down low plank. Hover here, inhale into a cobra or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look through between your hands, step your left foot forward. Take both hands to the inside of that left foot. Now pause here and get situated. You're welcome to stay with this. Add a little pressure to that inner thigh. Twist your heart open, untuck your toes. Maybe flubber your lips. Notice where you're holding and see if you can let go of that. If you want to, maybe come a little bit lower onto the forearm. Continue to twist. And just a reminder, when you're here, try to release everything. And don't force it. If it's not happening, it will happen. Just tune into the breath and see if you can allow it. Maybe let out a gentle sigh. Maybe even close your eyes if you'd like. Now slowly let's come out of this. We're going to start here by heel toeing the foot towards the right edge of the mat and pause, and then tuck the toes of the back foot. Bring that knee in behind the left foot, and then come over to your right hip, kick the leg out, and fold knee on top of knee. Now inhale, come out of this nice and slowly. You're going to bring both knees back in towards your chest, again coming into a variation of boat to start. Roll the shoulders back and then kick the legs up, 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 okay? Breathe here, inhale and exhale. Come on down onto your back. Take a moment here, let out a nice sigh. Now reach your arms overhead, circle them around, come back up into your boat. So maybe bend the legs, maybe kick them out. You decide and just pause here. Whoa! Right here. Rock if you'd like to, and stay. Then cross your legs, come back forward onto your hands, holding your high plank, press back, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back, and then pedal out your legs. Now, you're welcome to stay in downward dog or come forward into a vinyasa. Inhale, lift your heart up. Exhale, press back, downward facing. Now come back forward into your high plank. Lower all the way down onto your belly. Now pause here for a moment. Prop yourself up onto your forearms. Wiggle your hips out. Lift your heart. And just soften here. Up. Open the heart. Pause. Okay, so while you're in this posture, see where you are comfortable. You're welcome to take the hands forward and come a little lower. This is really beneficial for those of us who work at a desk or a computer, so you can get that opening through the upper spine and the upper part of the thoracic into the cervical spine. Or if you want to, you can come up here too, if you feel a little bit more open today. Okay, so you decide where you prefer to stay. Just feel that nice opening through your heart. Nice time to open your heart, soften here. Feel that heart chakra. Belly, rest your head to one side. Just take a moment here to soften. Now, from here, just extend your right arm out. Roll over onto the right hip, onto your back side. Okay, so from here, bend your legs. Take the right leg over your left, and you're welcome to hook if you'd like. And then you're going to lift up and drop over onto your left hip. And I like to lift the hips up, tuck the tail, and then drop the hip. Okay, so I'll go over that with you again. Push into your foot, tuck the tail, and then lift the hips up and drop over. Then take that arm out and twist open. So you get a really juicy twist here. And we're going to move into a yin variation, okay? So stay with this and take that arm down by your hip, circle it up and around, just like we did earlier. And again, drop it down and circle it up and open. Again, drop it down, open it up. And twist in a little bit deeper, and maybe take one more here. Circle up and around, and then pause. If you want to, take your left hand, add some gentle pressure into that right thigh so you can feel a little length in the lower back, and spiral open, soften the face. Let's release this. So you're going to uncross the legs and come to center. Cross the left leg over the right. Again, if you want to, you can hook, but we're going to push into that bottom foot of the right leg. Lift the hips up, tuck the tail, and then slowly drop both legs over to your right side. Now take the left arm and open up over to your left. Drop it down by your hip and circle it up and around. And twist in a little deeper. And do that a couple more times. So maybe take a little freestyle here. If this feels good, keep going with it and explore. Or if you prefer, just fall right into that yin posture. Just find the quiet. Okay, now slowly take that arm down by your hip, come towards center, push into the bottom foot, and then push into both legs. Now grab onto the backs of your legs, rock yourself up to a seated posture. Take your time here, and I'd like you to move into a couple of cats and cows. So round through the spine, look at your belly, and then arch and look up. And do that again, just round through the spine, pull the shoulders onto the back body. And then arch. Walk your hands forward, come into your high plank, and lower down, low plank. Inhale, upward facing, exhale, downward facing dog. Now, right foot steps forward, left foot is flat. Come on up, warrior one. Sink into the front knee. Arms open up, reach into the earth. Step back into a high plank, lower down, low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Left foot steps through, right foot flat. Come on up, warrior one. And then take the arms down into the earth. Step back into a high plank, lower down, low plank. Come onto your belly, rock your hips from side to side. And then press all the way back, come into a child's pose, nice and wide now. So take your knees about the width of your mat, and then walk your hands forward. Okay, now from that child's pose, come back up, cross the legs underneath you, take both legs out in front of you. Okay, so we're gonna fold forward here, and again, you want to get that anterior tilt and soften into this. So keep walking your sits bones back, maybe massage the back of your leg, gentle pressure here. Don't pull, just suggest to open the back of your leg, and then start to fold into this. And you are almost done. We're gonna finish in final relaxation. Come onto your back. If you want to, splay your knees open here. And I love to sleep this way, so if it's comfortable for you to sleep, come into Shavasana in Supta Baddha Konasana, then you're welcome to, or maybe keep your legs extended. Let out a nice sigh, and just melt into the earth. Okay, begin to deepen your breath, wiggle your fingers, your toes, stretch open your jaw. Come on over to your right side and come into a little ball. Just pause for a moment. And then push yourself up to a seated posture. Sit in Sukhasana or any way that you are comfortable. Take your hands onto your legs, roll your shoulders back, find the alignment in your spine, bring your hands to your heart center, and just take a moment here to quiet again. So as we journey back into light, find that beauty in this blissful time of year. Find the zen, the peace. Find it inside of you. Om Shanti, 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 Namaste. Namaste, my friends. Thank you so much for joining today. Have a beautiful day. If you want to check out more of Body Illumination, check out our morning series. I'll show some links above, and check out our playlist, and remember to subscribe and hit the bell. That's really important. Otherwise, you won't be notified of the next videos that come out. And also subscribe at bodyillumination.com. Check out our newsletter and add Rebecca at bodyillumination.com to your mailbox. And it's Rebecca with a K. RBEKAH at bodyillumination.com. So add that to your mailbox and look for some exciting news from me. Acquaintance be forgot and all